Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. It's like we never left. It's a fresh new week. It's a Monday morning, but we did GMM on Saturday and Sunday, so it just feels like one big smorgasbord. Anyways, hope you guys are all doing amazing, ready to kick butt this week and talk about the big announcement that happened for Switch. I told you all there'd be a big Monday announcement for Nintendo Switch, and it came through. Plus, something tells me Splatoon 3 might be getting a new mode. There's some reveals we need to talk about there and much more. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're all doing fan-freaking-tastic. If you're new here, hello and welcome. Great time, about to be E3 season and all the announcements, new games, and fun. And especially those nitty-gritty interior details from the inside behind closed doors are about to emerge, so welcome. You found a great home. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy the show and the channel, and let me know what you're thinking in those comments. All right, we're kicking it off with the big announcement because we gotta lead with the thing that we've been waiting for all weekend. Fall Guys was originally announced in February of 2021 for Nintendo Switch. A lot of months ago, all right? A lot of things have happened. The game did not arrive at its normal summer release date, and yet finally, the big reveal is here because today, Mediatonic announced that Fall Guys is hitting Switch. Come on, editor Gabe. Make some noise. June 21st. But the best part is that instead of being $20, the game is going free, which I think is the best choice ever. Look, I was worried about Fall Guys hitting Switch so late. I feel like so much of the inflated excitement for Fall Guys has just, it's like the hot air balloon is slowly setting down to the ground, but injecting free-to-play into it and making the game cost $0 and adding to an absolutely eclectic and awesome library of free Switch games, it gives it new life. I bet a bunch of you will download Fall Guys just because it's free. Whereas if it was 20, you'd probably have been like, I've done it before, I've seen it. Let's wait and see if the player base comes, yada yada. Plus, I'm hopeful now with Switch, we will get Switch-themed costumes. Link Fall Guy, Mario Fall Guy. They do say new levels and new costumes are coming, as well as crossplay. So June 21st will be a fun day. And this is extra good timing, even though I would have rather it surprise drop today, because there's always that post like E3 season sadness. You ever have like that summertime sadness when you go to camp and you come back and you're like, man, I'm gonna miss all my camp friends. Gonna miss those late night s'mores. Gonna miss stinking, sleeping in those tiny bunk beds. And now you have Fall Guys coming June 21st as something to kind of re-rev the engines before we kick into full gear for the fall. So let me know in the comments down below if you're excited, if you're gonna grab Fall Guys now that it's $20 less than before, AKA $0.00. Now, big picture, this is adding another massive game that saw success on PC to Switch. Switch has quickly become a hub for not just indie games, and not just first-party Nintendo games, but some of the biggest games in the world. Like, no, seriously, they may not have all the third-party stuff, but some of the biggest games in the world. Stuff like Fortnite, stuff like Apex, stuff like Minecraft, stuff like Fall Guys, all on Switch. Rocket League, I mean, the list goes on and on. Once we get Genshin Impact, which they recently confirmed they're still working on, the Switch is a huge hub for all of these free games and all of these massive games with humongous install bases that continue to churn out profit after profit and happy player after happy player. I think it's really impressive that Nintendo latched onto this, right? If they weren't able to get the latest Madden and the latest Call of Duty, this was such a smart sector for them to secure for this generation. I think it's really notable that Nintendo Switch has access to so many great free games and so much extra content that you can enjoy with your Switch. It is the cheapest console to play all of these games, and that is impressive. And now Fall Guys is here. Outside of Genshin, like I mentioned, what else does Nintendo need to add? It feels like they have all the heavy hitters across the board. Any others that you can think of? I mean, I know there's some smaller indies, but I'm talking big games of this scale, ones that we've been like, wow, we wish it would come to Switch. Is there anything left after June 21st and after Genshin Impact? Let me know in the comments down below. We'll of course play Fall Guys on the channel, see how it runs. I think that's gonna be a big to-do when it does drop. But Splatoon 3 is also coming soon-ish. It's coming in September, and they revealed another new weapon over on Twitter this morning called the Angle Shooter. Now, this is one of the most interesting sub-weapons I've ever seen because it allows you to fire angular beams that reflect off of walls and can make sort of like a time-limited line, and any enemy that touches said line will be shocked. This is a very interesting weapon, and it actually got me thinking, okay, we see some really nice exteriors here in this level, and I'm sure that the map is just the grids and everything that we see in the center, but there is the Splatlands out beyond. And with a weapon like this, I just feel like Splatoon 3 is going to have a bigger mode. Now, why this weapon in particular? Well, it's sort of the angular nature of it, the fact that it can kind of zoom from far away. And I do believe that Splatoon 3 needs something besides what they've shown. If co-op and Salmon Run are going to basically just be a 1.5 version of what it originally was in Splatoon 2, what do they do to interject new blood? Splatlands is sort of the area that this takes place, and to me, Splatlands makes me think of a big open area. And what is popular in this day and age? Big multiplayer battles. I don't know if it'll be true battle royale or how Nintendo will configure it, but I really think at this point, I predict Nintendo announces some sort of big team mode or big individual mode at E3 June Direct that takes advantage of weapons like this and takes advantage of the new game, takes advantage of the new Splatlands, and kind of tries to take advantage of what's popular. Nintendo does like to sort of gravitate and sometimes capture ideas, sometimes a little late to the party, and this would be kind of their attempt. I wonder what they'll do, but I just feel like Nintendo is going to have to deliver a bit more to make Splatoon 3 really shine, and it seems like that time... Is there a bug on me? Now that I splatted that bug, yes, Splatoon 3 needs a little more splat action, and I think the Splatlands will be the perfect place for a big battle. Doesn't it just kind of sound right? It adds up. The Splatlands, a big splat festival, big splatting, the splattering. Next, your favorite Nintendo of France, revealed the first full match for Mario Strikers Battle League. So if you want to see more than just a trailer, how a full match will play out, you got it. And it looks glorious. I think this game looks fast-paced fun and the perfect blend of like chaotic Mario Party type action and the sport in the exact same way that they made Mario Tennis Aces so strong. For me, it goes Tennis Aces, golf, and I'm hoping Strikers can take the top spot. It's looking really good despite the Daisy deflation we've heard from that fan base. I know that they will have DLC. I hope that that's exciting. I hope it's fun. And I hope this game pans out. Are you getting more pumped? Because now we're like 3 weeks away from Nintendo's next big first-party release. And right now, the only Mario thing that we know is confirmed for this year. Everybody kind of expects that Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope will hit, even though that is Ubisoft and not Nintendo. And thus far, there's no sign of any new Mario, so this is the Mario for 2022. So I hope that Next Level Games have delivered an absolutely chef's kiss of a package, and based on this new footage, I think it looks so fun, especially with the online play integrations, the way you build your own team in Stadium, and Rosalina over Daisy. Let's talk poll, all right? This one is putting a really stressful question out there. Do you think any of Nintendo's big releases will be delayed this fall/holiday season? We've seen so many delays happen, including a very awkward one from Nintendo, where the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's Edition is being split from the game, and the cartridge and the contents are gonna ship separately, separate seasons. It's a bit odd, a bit awkward, but okay, that's the world we're in. And 73% of you think Nintendo will announce another major delay. Look, Breath of the Wild 2 already got bumped to 2023. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and Splatoon 3 have set dates, and you know Pokemon's gonna hit this holiday season, so I don't know what else would move. I guess the candidate would be Bayonetta 3, but technically that doesn't have a launch date, although they have said 2022, so I kind of am expecting it. I think a lot of fans are expecting it. I guess that would count. I did say no alongside 27%, but Bayonetta would be the one. Like, if I'm going to be wrong, it to me would be Bayonetta 3. I feel like Nintendo will hit all of their heavy first-party titles, and whatever else they newly announced at the June Direct, they better be pretty confident about it, and I assume that they will be. Well, friends, that does it for another episode of GMM. Make sure to turn the notification bell on if you want to be the first to know the latest from Nintendo and me. I appreciate you all being here and supporting, and I cannot wait to see some of you on that free Fall Guys action June 21st. Way before then, though, we'll be back tomorrow with another show. Until that time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. I love y'all a lot. Appreciate you even more. Thanks again. SwitchForce out.